Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Miss Trina. Thank you for making the choice to click in to chat with Trina. Today I am chatting it up with my friend, Southern Soul artist Mr. Kinnie Ken.
Hello, everybody. This is Miss Trina on a Saturday afternoon. My friend Kinnie Ken needs to talk to y'all about his project. So I took a Saturday. I did a Saturday afternoon show because he is that important to me, and I wanted him to make sure he got his word out before I go on vacation. So
Right.
thank y'all for making the choice to click in to chat with Trina and Kinnie Ken. It's been a long
What's going
time.
on, Miss Trina? How you doing? Thank you for having me. How you doing today, lady?
Of course. I'm doing good, just lazy from this weather.
Yeah,
I don't ever stay in the bed, but today I stayed in the bed, I know till 11. That is not
yeah.
something I do. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just getting up myself. Just getting up myself.
yeah,
Yeah,
I guess that's what it tells our bodies. People that move a lot like we do, it
yeah.
tells our body, look here, sit down somewhere and
Now,
take your moment.
your body will
So
tell you. Your body is your best doctor. It'll tell you when it's
it
time. Need rest.
most definitely. I know we talked before, but so those that didn't
Okay.
see, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your background real quick. Where are you from?
I'm originally from East Texas, from Nacogdoches. I've been here now in Houston for about 20 years. So I'm an old country boy, like I said the last time. I'm a country city boy. That's what I
Yeah.
am. Nacogdoches, East Texas.
Married, kids, cheering, crumb
Uh,
snatchers.
Well, I have 5 kids. I actually have
Okay.
my youngest one is 11. At this point in time, I'm a single father.
Okay.
Um, One of those things that happened. I was actually married for about 18 years, and so
Ooh.
yeah, it's a long time. But I'm at peace now. But
Cool.
so I'm a single father right now.
Now, when did you start performing? I know when I met you, you were helping manage Jeter Jones.
Yep,
And
yep.
we worked together to get him on at the Red Rooster, which happened. I didn't get to see the show because I think I had to do
Yep.
something else, but
You
he got to do the
missed
show,
a
so
great
that was
show.
great. Yeah, and it was a unfortunate, Tito has passed on, so
Yeah.
um but anyway, that was how we met, and you were always so cool and so nice, and so because I will tell you lately, I've stopped talking to and dealing with managers too often because
Yeah.
sometimes I've had some bad experiences. And
Egos.
oh my gosh, somebody tried to charge me $600 to play online and not private for 45 minutes. And
Well,
it'll be different. I know some promoters try to get over. I do, but when you get to know me, you know that I'm
yeah,
not that person. You know I'm going to promote your person over and over. So don't try to do me like that. I just look stupid. I'm not stupid. But
yeah.
anyway, so you were always a good person, and we worked very, very well together. Um,
Thank you.
you decided to go on your own and start doing your own music. How did you come
Yeah.
to that decision?
Well, to be honest with you, when me and Jeter and I started working together, Jeter being who he is, a great performer, and I think it's like just one time out of the blue. I don't know. We didn't rehearse it. We didn't practice it or anything. And he gave me a signal, and I got up on the stage with him, and we just started this little routine. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't anything,
Hmm.
but we vibed so good. And from that point on, every blue moon, I would jump on the stage and dance behind them or whatever. And then people start
Oh,
asking, are you a performer? Are you a singer? And that's one of those things that like lit the fire that started it. And it was actually at the Red Rooster that night he performed there.
uh-huh.
After the performance, Jeter came to me and he was like, Kenny, they ready for you, man. They ready for you.
Oh,
And so at that point, the light was lit, and I just took a lot of work into it. Time I was like, this is what I want to do, and I just started, doing. I've always been a writer. I've been a rapper first,
okay.
so started rapping, and started writing. And I got up and got some music together. Got in touch with a couple of guys, and it's been going ever since. But the night at the Red Rooster was the spark, was the real spark that got it going. When
Okay,
he said,
that's the good thing about the Red Rooster. We always sparking those things. So
yeah,
we are the
he
and I shouldn't say we, but Tito was the start of a lot of careers. So that always makes me feel good to be a part of that
Yeah,
legacy.
he started. He surprised me, and to this day he surprised me. He's like, man, I got this one song that I want to play for my boy. I'm sitting back there dumbfounded. I don't know who he talking about, and he was like,
Uh-huh.
my boy Kenny. And he started playing "Watch My Boots" the remix, and he know that's like one of my favorite songs. And
Oh.
I got out there and he was like, man, Kenny, they ready for you, man. They want you.
That's
So
good.
that started.
You said you used to rap. I don't think I heard you say that before. So do you
Yeah,
still put a little rap into your music now?
I did one. I got a little rap in one of my songs that not my roommate. But I used to go by the name Fresh Cake. I used to go by the name Fresh Cake. So that was my name back in the day. I've actually did a lot of openings and performed with a lot of known artists, you know. So I've been out there for a minute. I've been there for a minute.
So how's the support with what you're doing now?
The support, I guess, because Trina, I've always been a loner. And and I tell people this all the time. I want my success to be my success.
Absolutely.
And I want my failure to be my failure. I don't want, if this thing goes all the way south, I don't want to be able to blame nobody. It's because of Trina did this. That's why I failed. No, it's going to be my failure or my success. But the love that I've been getting, the support, it's up and down. It's iffy because for one, here I am in Texas. And Texas, we're gradually coming along with the Southern Soul. So, you know, Dallas has a bigger market. Houston doesn't. You know, we got a couple of great artists here in Houston, but it's not as big. And so that's right now what I'm trying to do. But the support is up and down. But me, I can't let that stop me. I don't care if I only have one supporter. I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing.
I agree with that. It's because you never know, and if you just have a few in your venue, you got to still perform. Like I was talking to someone the other day. It's a venue that I go to, and on Thursday nights they used to have live music. It was two people singing. It was a duo. And I would be there. It might not be with 5 or 6 other people, but I was in there. They made me feel like it was a club full of people, but I had my own private show. Like it was great. They played like it was full, and I appreciated that. So you never know who's in the audience.
Exactly. An artist is supposed to give the people 110%, whether it's 100 or one person in there. I actually did a show in Killeen, and there was only like 7 people in there, and I guarantee you they had the best time because really all my attention was directly on those 7 people. I didn't have to run around. And so I think they enjoyed themselves. So I gave a hell of a fire show that night. I don't never
It's almost like a private show, you know. That's how I felt. I was like, I almost hated it when people start coming on Thursday nights. I was like, I'm losing all my personal attention.
they taking some of your attention away from you.
How do you feel about people comparing you to Jeter?
It doesn't bother me as much. You know, I've had a couple of conversations, and I tell people because it comes up all the time. They like, you know, the Jeter comparison, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be like Jeter. You know, this is who I was doing this. If you knew me back from the day, I've always been a dancer. I've always been a dancer. When you put me in a club, it's a different person. And so I've been entertaining since I was 13, 14 years old. And, you know, it was me seeing him entertain and perform that what drew me to him, because I had actually booked Jeter to one of my shows in my club. And Jeter tell you this story to this day, this very day. I was like, cause I wasn't a fan of Jeter. I wasn't a fan because Jeter's actually my wife's cousin. And every time we'll get around, she'll be like playing Jeter. I don't listen to that kind of music. And when I booked him, he's like, man, it was on a Sunday. He's like, come on down to the club. I booked Jeter. 5 seconds, I was at the door and I heard this singing. And I looked up and I seen this big guy kind of moving and dancing. And I'm like, that dude could move. And I fell in love with him right then and there. And I tell him this, yeah, I fell in love with him because it brought so much. Because if you can keep me through your entertainment, keep my attention while you're performing, you got me. I don't care if you're a guy, a girl, or whatever. If you can keep my attention, I'm sitting up there watching. Because this big dude was moving and he was on
jump
point
down
with
on the ground and get back up, and
he did it all.
Yeah.
But so people compare us because we were together, but those people don't know that I've been doing this for a long time. I've been performing for a long time. Just haven't been doing something soul. So it doesn't bother me, but I don't think him as an artist and myself want to be compared to anybody. Everybody want to be their own person, their own entity. And so, but I take it as a compliment though. I take it as a compliment. If you can compare me to someone as great as Jeter and he's doing great, I ain't got no problem with it. But I am my own person. I'm Kinnie Ken.
Tell me real quick, tell us real quick, Southern Soul. How would you describe, if someone said, well, what is Southern Soul? How would you describe it?
Southern Soul to me is life. It's everyday experiences. I everybody that's listening to my music, they tell me one of the things as my music go on, it's you telling a story. Excuse me. And I think Southern Soul is a version of blues, country, and because those songs usually tell stories. I lost my dog. I lost my wife. You know, my husband left me. My wife cheating on me.
Yeah.
And something
Like country music.
more, yes. And it's something more personal. When you get the Southern Soul, it's personal. But I think with the Southern Soul, we don't upbeat it just a little bit. And so you can get out there and dance and groove a little bit more to it. But if you ask me, Southern Soul is a more tempo of blues. And but it should all go to telling stories and telling how a person feels.
And letting us move.
Yeah, you gotta have you move. You got to hear the new. I just dropped the new video today. Amazing, and that's what you will be doing right there.
I saw your video with. Oh my gosh, it's a lady. What's it called? Oh God.
Good.
Y'all by the swimming pool, huh?
Good.
Good. I like that one. I like the song, but seeing the video made me like the song even more because the video was it was humorous, it was fun. I really did like the video. It's cool.
And you know what's so about that, Miss Trina? That was natural. That wasn't one thing that was just playing. If you see playing, if you look at those people were just friends that just came over there, happened to be. I was in town actually doing a video for searching, and we had such a good time. And I was like, my videographer Melvin, he was there. I'm like, man, we got everybody here. Let's just do something. Let's do. Sojo was there. She's a up and coming artist out of St. Pete. You know, and I got her on the track with me. And we were just people that was just natural people. That wasn't no go out and get models, go out and get these people. Those are just friends, those people. And they opened their home up to us. And we went out there and, you know, we had a great time. And we made it happen. And I got that good right now. It's one of my biggest one, and it's actually doing real good overseas and everything. So it's been a blessing.
Okay, that's my favorite. So the lady that was singing, what's her name again?
Yeah. Her name is Sojo.
Sojo, okay. And where is she from again?
She's from St. Pete, Florida. You know, I've been spending a lot of time out in Florida.
Yeah. I think I remember we interviewed the last time you were going to Florida for something at that time. So you do a lot of time there?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of time now. Working with a producer out there, Louis Drummond. He's actually the guy who's responsible for doing a lot of Bo Winkle, Kaya, My Neck, My Back.
Yeah.
You know, he's responsible for her. So I went for the last.
My back.
And you already know. They're gonna take you back a couple of years.
There you go. Gonna tell the secret. What have you been doing? I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I've been spending a lot of time out there with, you know, expanding because the market here in Texas and Louisiana and things like that is kind of crowded. So my best strategy for my career, I said, let me expand and go somewhere that a lot of people's not working at. So that was my strategy. I've been out there a lot.
What have you been doing during the COVID-19?
COVID, it's been a blessing for me as much as it's been a heartfelt thing for me because we've lost a lot of people. You know, I'm pretty sure it has hit somebody and somewhere all over the world. Somebody's affected. But it really
even though people acting like it ain't hurt nobody they know, they still out here acting like it ain't did nothing to nobody they know. But go ahead, I'm gonna get off that soapbox real quick.
and I tell people, you know, I hate to be a hypocrite, you know, about the masking up and everything. And I'm like, you know, I know y'all see me on live and sometimes I don't have a mask on, but 9 out of 10 times you're gonna see me. I'm in a bar, I'm gonna have my mask on. I keep sanitizer in my hand, and I'm trying to be as safe as possible. You know, sometimes you know we get a little loose, but we got to be safe out there as much as possible.
I even found myself sometimes taking pictures. I'll pull mine down, and then after I do it, I'm like, "Dang, what was I thinking?" You know, that one little moment could cost me my life. You know, so I get it.
Yeah. So it is one of those things. But COVID, what I did, it gave me time enough to write. And I'm so proud of what I had. A lot of personal things going on in my life, and that it really probably wasn't a good time for me to really just to be out in the public a lot. Dealing with those type of things that I have been dealing with. But it gave me a time enough to write. It gave me a time to evaluate, gave me a chance to grow. I think I did a lot of growth in my writing. If you hear me listen to my new song, my new album, it's definitely gonna be one of those things you're like, oh man, I did a little thing last night, a listening thing last night, and the guys was going crazy.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good.
So I did take this opportunity, and I said, I don't have to worry about trying to go out of town this weekend, next weekend. I can just sit and that's what I did. You heard it in my song.
And I was telling someone the other day that when you think about what's the movie? The Five Heartbeats. I keep wanting to say The Temptation.
Yeah.
Five Heartbeats. In that movie, one of them says that you make better music when you've gone through something.
Yeah.
And so that kind of compares.
God told me last night, and he was like, man, you going through some stuff. He's like, I heard it in your music. He said, this is real. And he was emotional, and he was real with it. He was like, man, that's real. That's not nobody just writing. He said, that's your life. You just told that story. And I was like, yeah, that was a situation that happened in my life, and I wrote about it.
Did you ever perform with a full band?
No, but I have been looking for a band. But I am getting ready to start working with this band now, the Combination. I seen them at I know
the Combination. Those are my friends.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to start working with.
Okay.
We actually had a meeting. We had a meeting last Saturday, I think. We had a meeting. So we got our first rehearsal on the 29th.
Awesome.
So with this music that I got coming out, it's important that I use a band. I'm doing
that
everything.
The little drummer, I can't think of his name right now. It's so good. But yeah, I know them very well.
Yeah. So that's who that's who I'm starting to work with until I get my own band. So that's what I'm going to work with.
We talked about COVID real quick, but I gotta ask you, are you gonna take the vaccine? You have the same response everybody.
I'm leaning towards it. I put a lot of faith. I don't think these people will, and this is just my opinion, that's why I don't think these people will be just shooting up a lot of people just to hurt them. You know, we was in a rush position, and so we have to understand that there's a chance that until we get it right, we might have to get it wrong a couple of times. And so I don't think if they're telling us they have something for us, I think their minds is right and they hope it's right for us. If not, you know, we just gotta pray. We gotta have a lot of faith. You gotta have faith and hope that this work out. So I'm leaning towards it.
Yeah, I'm going to get it because I'm at this school with these children and they, you know, these teachers actually too. But I told someone that I would, being that they say, oh, I don't wear a mask because I have to have faith. Well, I hear you, but then when we talk about the vaccine, you need to feel the same way. And what are you looking forward to the most when the world opens back up and it's safe again?
Oh, I'm just looking forward to mostly just getting out there, interacting, performing the way that I'm used to performing.
Yeah.
My performances, I interact with the ladies.
Right. Yeah.
And I can't do that now, you know, and it's not just me. They don't want me all up on them like I used to do. And, you know, and I don't really want them all up on me like they, you know, so I'm really ready to get back out there and just touch all the people and interact and this party and just let everybody know that, you know, I appreciate them for their support. So that's the most thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. What do you do to chill and relax?
Chill and relax. What I do to chill and relax is this right here at home.
Oh, okay.
I get in my watch, put my music on, get me a nice little drink, and I sit out there and I'm there all day long. People think that because where I come from, the industry I'm in, they think, oh, he loves to party. I'm like, y'all have no idea. On my days off, I'm at home, got my bottle, got my music, got my remote control, got my TV, and I'm sitting back and relaxing. That's what I like to spend as much time with my son as possible, my family. What
is your drink of choice?
Oh, you ain't been following Miss Trina. You don't miss you
Is it brown? Is it brown?
It's brown. I should make you put this on your page and ask your followers who know me. But everybody, I actually gave away some tickets to my listening party, and that was one of the questions I had on there.
Oh,
like,
really?
Favorite drink, and people was hitting it. Now I can tell my followers, but it's
Oh,
Hennessy.
okay.
Hennessy.
Well, I'm gonna have to. You say Hennessy?
This is my drink.
Okay, well, when you do a listening party in Houston, let me know. I ain't know about no listening party.
Well, we getting ready to do an album release. We're trying to do it at Taylor's right now. We're in the talks of doing it at Taylor's with the band. So we're getting ready to try to do that the whole listening party.
I'm totally interested in that. I'm down because I went to I wasn't doing too much. There's one place that I go, well, there's two places I go to because they enforce the mask, they enforce the social distance. Yeah. One stopped doing that, so I let them alone. But I went to a all-white party at Taylor's. Okay. It was outside in the back, and they had it set up so nice. Yeah. They did a great job. You walk through the club to the outside, and it was so amazing. So definitely, I would definitely do Taylor's. I know Mr. I can't go in there. I know Daddy Taylor and Daddy Riedel and son Riedel. But yeah, let me know about that. I would love to be there because if someone was to ask you to perform at an event, would you do it? Would you consider performing? I'm talking about like right now during the COVID. Would you agree to do a show? And if you do, would you put something in your agreement or your contract to say, hey, they got to stay a certain way from me, people got to wear masks? Would you do anything to make you feel comfortable?
Well, I don't put it in the contract because I have performed during the COVID. I have.
Okay.
One thing I tell the promoters, and I want them to understand, because the promoters who have seen me in the past, they have seen me perform where me doing all the energy on the ladies, shaking their brothers' hands and things. I tell them up front that, you want that Kinnie Ken, you're not going to get that Kinnie Ken right now. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to give you 110%, but there's going to be boundaries.
Right, okay, so gotcha.
Your crowd might want me to jump on tables and hug them and pick them up and all that. It's not going to happen on this. So
you do make that clear.
Yeah, I make that clear because I know promoters, they see you perform, and they see all these performers and they like, I know my audience will love that. And they want to book this performer because of what they've seen. But like right now, you just can't do those things. But right. I still perform. I did about in the last 2-3 months, maybe like 3 shows. Okay. And I just did that just to keep my name out there a little bit. Right. I haven't been pushing for shows like I'm about to start for the first of the year because I was working and the COVID. Okay.
So you were able to stay working with during the COVID too?
I'm saying working like doing the shows, just keeping my name out there. I just wanted.
No. I mean, were you able to keep a full? Like, do you work full time as well?
Well, my job, I'm in the oil and gas industry, and so my industry is up and down. So I hadn't did a lot of work. I hadn't done a lot of work. By the graces of God, I've been blessed to keep a roof over my head. Yeah. And do the couple of shows I've been doing in appearances. So I'm not dying yet, but I'm okay.
That's good. That's good. Talk to us about what you got coming up.
Okay, what Kinnie Ken got good coming up? Like I said today, I just dropped my new video of Amazing, so I want you to go and check it out.
It's called Amazing?
It's called Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I did the video actually in Florida. They dropped from my new single. That's my new single. But the album, my album will be out the first of the year, around end of January, 1st of February. It's called At Peace.
Wow, I like that.
Yes, At Peace. And people ask me, they say, why did you come up with the name At Peace? It's because of everything I have been going through this year, and it's trials and tribulations and everything. But right now, as of today, I'm at peace. Whatever happens, it happens. And I can't worry about it. So I'm at peace with what's going on. We did the whole entire album, recorded it out of Florida with Lewis. He did a great job on it. I'm so pleased and excited about it. I know you ain't supposed to play your music as much as your own music like I do, but that's the only CD in my car right now. That's the only one I play. So I got the CD. I'm getting ready to do another. I'm gonna do another video, and we're just gonna pray for the best. I'm finna get out here on the road. I got a couple of show opportunities coming up, and so I'm finished with the vaccine now, and with us trying to get this thing under control, looking at the numbers and see how the numbers are going. I'm ready to get out here and start working. So right now I'm just open and ready to work.
Yeah, I'm really praying for our live music industry to be able to get revived again. I know people miss it, but I have to say that you were saying about playing your own music. So
Yeah,
I had to learn that it's okay. This book is called Brag, the art of tooting your own horn. I
yes,
had to learn it's okay to do that because if you don't toot your
yeah.
own horn, who will? So,
I mean, that's what I do. I mean, you go in my car and you that's probably all you're gonna hear me playing because I'm so excited about every song
yeah,
on there.
yeah.
I mean, I wrote one of the songs called Sammy Joe, which is my mom's name.
Okay.
Rest in peace. And I wrote it, and that was like the hardest song I ever recorded because the whole song I cried. I cried the whole.
Oh,
Hold on, man. Let me get myself together. And you can hear it too. And
oh,
they, they was like, we want to record. I'm like, it's not gonna get no better, man.
yeah.
It's the vocals not gonna get no better. It is what it is. I can't say one word without crying. So,
May I ask, did your mom recently pass?
she passed like 6 years ago.
Okay. I mean, I know that's your reason. I just wanted to ask that question. Okay.
It was like
I don't
6
think I
years
asked that
ago,
before.
and I still haven't got over it. And
Yeah. Oh,
she's
yeah.
so truly, and so I'm like, I dedicated my first album, Mama's Gumbo, with her in mind. And the
Okay.
reason for Mama's Gumbo, I was like, Mama's Gumbo comes because my mom taught me so much. She taught me how to treat people, respect people, hard work, honesty, and so I got all that in that pot.
All of that.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and so me is Mama's Gumbo. I'm Mama's Gumbo.
Oh, do
So
you have
I
brothers and sisters, Kenny?
yes, I do. I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm the
Where do
baby.
oh, I was just about to say, where do you come in there? Okay. So do they come to see you perform? Are they supportive of your career?
I don't like talking about it,
Okay.
because I don't think, but it's no big deal. I don't think, and maybe me being spoiled because they spoiled me since I was a kid. All of them spoiled
Yeah.
me, so I expect more out of them. But
Okay.
I do know that they do support me and they do love me. But when I was a kid and I was a baby, it doesn't matter what I was doing; they was there. And it's
Yeah.
like, but right now I'm still spoiled. I'm still
Yeah.
spoiled.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're supposed to be at every show. They supposed to be at every video. They supposed to buy every CD, 10 of them each. And but I understand. And
It gets like that. And I will say this to you. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's hard for me too sometimes that but I've learned that that's just normal, that
yeah,
they do support you. They may not be there all the time, but in the back of
yeah,
the head, because I'll be like, well, why they not on my show watching? I don't see them watching today. Or I'll
yeah.
tell my dad something and he'll just say okay and kind of blow it off. But they do. It's just, but it is hard because we want them right there. You want to see them and so,
You
yeah.
want to hear
So
the words. You want to hear the words. I'm proud. I'm proud of you. You did a good job. And I can hear that from you right now, Trina. You can tell me right now, Kenny, I'm proud of you. That's good. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
But it doesn't
yeah.
mean much more if I hear it from my sister, my auntie, or
Exactly.
I don't think that. That's what you be wanting to hear more because you be trying to make your family proud. You're from your
Absolutely.
siblings to all that. So that's the only thing. Sometimes it bothers me, but I get over it. I be in my feelings, and and I won't answer phone calls, and we all are.
What's your sign, Kenny?
I'm a Virgo.
There you go. Oh, that's right. That's right. There you go. I knew it. Okay. I
I
forgot
get in
you.
my feelings in
You
a
can't.
minute.
Exactly. I was like, he sounds too much like me, but I knew that you were a Virgo. I knew your birthday was around mine, and you showed up at my 50th birthday party, and that meant the world to me. I've had J. Paul Jr. at a birthday party and Kinnie Ken at a birthday party, so that makes me feel special.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you the day after that routine you did. I said,
Oh,
I know she's gonna be sore.
Nah.
You was all right.
I was
Yes.
all right. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. The person I was dancing with is my favorite person to dance with because he likes to do the flips and the tricks and stuff
Yeah,
like
he
that.
flipped me a couple times. I said, she's gonna be feeling.
No, I used to do it more often, but I'm 51 now. I got to slow it down, and I didn't gain some hips and stuff now. So I got.
We all have. We all have.
I never thought it.
I used to get down on the floor and do a couple push-ups and jump right there on my feet. I jumped down there the other week, and I had to grab the rail and try to pull up. Man, like I can't get back up as fast as I used to.
I said I got to get me a workout going because plan to do some like you said CD listening parties. You're gonna do some of those once you're
yeah, like I said, we're getting ready to do the album release party.
Mhm.
We're gonna get. Hopefully, we can get Taylor's to get that going on. We're actually trying to figure out a date. And other than that, you know, I'm gonna be reaching out to a lot of people now that you know the album. I was waiting on the new album to drop, and so I can perform and do a lot of my new songs because I'm so proud of them. So now I'm ready to really just work and market at peace like crazy. So you're gonna
Yeah.
start seeing a whole bunch of stuff on Facebook at
Yeah.
peace, at peace. So hearing songs. So it's definitely coming. So I'm gonna just focus on this
Okay.
and the relaunching of Mama's Gumbo. We're gonna be
Okay.
doing the relaunch of Mama's Gumbo.
Oh,
We're
that's
gonna be doing.
good. So just
Yeah.
make sure that you send me, if not just if you do a video to them, especially because I have that So You Want to Dance live promotions page. And that's
Uh-huh.
where I put like if you have a live performance or if you have a video, I post it to that page. I posted to
Okay.
that regular So You Want to Dance page, but the promotions live page is where all my live musicians, I post their videos and all that kind of good stuff. So make
Yeah,
sure you
definitely.
send those to me. You have someone who asks you some advice, say, hey, this is what I want to do. I think I want to go into music. Some young person, maybe a senior in high school, ask you, say, hey, Kenny, you know, I see what you're doing. I really want to do this too. This is what I want my career to be. What advice would you give them?
And I have that question asked. I tell people all the time, you know, you got to be ready for prepared for disappointment. You know,
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to like your music. You got to be able to take criticism. You know, everybody's not going to like your music. The only person that's going to like all your music is probably your mom and your dad. They going, oh, I love that song. That song right there. They love everything that you do,
And
and
be
that's
ready
their
to
job.
fight if somebody else don't like it.
Exactly. So you got to be able to take criticism. I had a DJ a couple of weeks back, and he was talking about one of my songs, and he was like, "Man, you know, I really ain't crazy about that one." I was like, "That's fine. Every song is not for everybody,
Yeah.
you know, but I got to be able to take that and understand that you got to keep pushing. So if you're gonna do this music business, understand you got to be able to take criticism. You got to stay positive, and you got to keep moving forward because there's going to be 100 people in front of you that's trying to push you back. So you got to be able to overcome those things, the obstacles that's put in front of you. I just did this on my life about 2 weeks ago. You can either let it stay in front of you or you can go over it, and you just got to keep pushing. You know, if you like you just said, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in your music, it can be the worst music in the world. I don't care, but to you, it is the best music in the world, and you don't care. Put it up against anybody, and my music sounds the best. If you ain't got that attitude, then
Absolutely. That's almost like a some, I hate to say it like that, but someone that may not be as attractive to other people. I know someone in my life that most people would not see this person as being attractive, and her personality exudes and it makes her
beautiful.
so beautiful. Like she's a beautiful woman to me. And I when people would say certain, if I introduce them or whatever, and people would say, well, I thought you said, and because I don't see anything, I see inside of her, like, cause she's so nice and so sweet and so humble, like, yeah. And so same thing with your music. If you believe and you have the confidence, because she exudes confidence and diva, and she's beautiful. So same thing about music, you know, your music rather, or whatever it is that you do.
Yeah, exactly. You got to believe in it. You know, whatever task that's put before you, you got to believe that you're the best at it, or you can be the best at it, and that's how you're going to improve, and that's how you're going to prosper in this business or any business. And that's my attitude right now.
And do you, you know, some people get to a point where they feel like they don't have to practice. They done made, I'm here, I don't have to practice no more. Could you please say something to that?
I'm one of them people, I don't never get tired of practicing. I practice when I ain't supposed to be practicing. I don't have my son come downstairs and just stand on the stairs at late at night and like, Dad, you know I got to go to school in the morning. And, you know, last night, you know, it's one of those things, you know, you put a mic in front of me, put some music, I'm going to take the opportunity to practice, and I'm going to sing to a couple of people that we got here, you know, just you never have enough practice.
Does your son have I'm sorry, does your son have an interest in music?
He's going to be a comedian. He ain't got no sense. You know, I laugh every time I see him. I just shake my head, and he's the funniest kid I ever known, man. He gets my comedy personality. This
Oh,
dude
that's
is,
funny.
yeah. I look at, I be like, every morning he wake up, he come knock on the door. What's up, Kinnie Ken? Man, I'm not Kinnie Ken. Quit calling me Kinnie Ken. You ain't Kinnie Ken. Now I'm Junior. He called me Kinnie Ken Junior, and he's Kinnie Ken Senior. So he's gonna be a comedian. He's
That's
gonna be a
funny.
comedian.
How's he handling the COVID with school and everything?
He's doing real good. You know, when it first happened, when we first getting ready to go back to school and everything, you know, man, I drilled it into him. You know, for the mask. This is why you got to wear the mask, Kenny, because he's a kid. He's only 7. He was 10 when it happened, and so it's like he want to go play with his friends. I'm like, you couldn't go play with your friends. There's nothing against them. You know, sanitizer. So it's embedded in him now. I get giving him vitamins every morning. And now on Sundays he comes in the room. He's like, "Let me get my reload for next week because he get enough for last week." And so he's handling it real good. He's a good kid and real positive. He just told a lady yesterday, day before yesterday, she said, "What you want to be when you grow up?" He said, "I want to feed the world. I want to feed the hungry." I'm like, wow. That's what I'm like. That's what where'd that come from? What a basketball, football, singing. I want to feed the hungry. And so he got a good heart, great kid. So he's doing good with it.
Well, that's good. I don't know. I woke up last Saturday with something with it on my mind, and I was like, you know, these kids. I had was interviewing some kids to be in my program, and I asked them the question, well, how are you dealing with COVID? How are you feeling with the mask? And they were like, Miss, you know, they call everybody Miss. Miss, the majority of them said the same answer. Miss, we get used to it. Miss, I don't mind wearing the mask because at least I can come to school and not be in the house all day. That was boring. But then they're walking around, Kenny, the what do you call it? The water fountains are all wrapped up. They can only go in the restroom with one person in there at a time. All day long, people are screaming at them, stay to the right, stay to the right, stay to the left. Social distance, you too, all day long they hear this. Then they go to lunch. They're not allowed to talk at lunch because you got to take your mask off to eat, so nobody can talk. And worst of all, they're eating this cafeteria made sack lunch, and that's horrible by itself. But it made me say, and this I put it in my Facebook page, that we as adults are around here whining and crying about wearing this mask to go out to dance or to go do whatever it is we're doing out there. You don't want to wear a mask. And these babies, you know, these babies are more mature.
No,
and
they can do it.
Yeah, and they ain't wearing a mask just for them 3-4 hours that we out there trying to dance and jug. They have to wear that mask from 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., whatever time they go to school, to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Can you imagine? Now, me, I'm in my office, or sometimes I can leave mine down while I'm on my computer. Nobody in there. They can't do that. They're in a classroom where a teacher is saying, you got to have your mask on.
Do that.
So that really.
Leave mine on.
Say it again.
To leave mine on for 30 minutes, it's not comfortable. Those rides when I be on the plane, when I'm traveling, the face in me is like, God, but we have to do it.
Gotta do it.
And like I said, that's 2 hours. And I'm complaining to myself for 2 hours on the plane. But they doing it for 8 hours, and you know, but
I woke up with that on my mind, like, oh my gosh, we are so you know, into ourselves that we're not even thinking about what these babies are going through. And I woke up with that on my mind that morning. Like I said, okay, I gotta type this. So is there any last words you want to leave with us, Mr. Kenny?
Well, again, I want to say thank you to you for inviting me today. I do want to thank everybody that's been out there supporting me, and just showing me love. Everybody that helped me on this album, all the producers, man, I couldn't do none of this without them. And by the graces of God, they was brought into my life and they helped me. They put up with my foolishness, you know, and everything. A whole lot of Cornmeal out of Florida, man. This organization. This young lady, man. From A to Z from this project, she's been a blessing, Miss Cornmeal. She's been a blessing to me. So I just want to thank y'all to everybody. I got so much for y'all this year. 2021 is my year. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing with nobody. When I come this year, I'm coming.
But I want to thank you for all you do in music and your persistence and your tenacity and everything that you do. Thank you for supporting me and what I do. And I want you to come back again once you get your music out there and come back on and talk about what's next. Definitely make sure you get me your information for your listening parties and everything. And I am super excited about the collaboration of the combination with you. I'm so excited about that. That makes me happy. Tell him that, ask him about me, and he'll tell you he knows me. Well, they both of the son and the dad.
Okay.
Okay.
But
anyway,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Well, you have a good Saturday. You stay safe and stay masked up.
Well, you know what I do? I told you what I do on my off days, right?
Are you gonna sit? You're gonna watch TV with the remote control and your brown juice.
I'm about to go get my brown juice. I'm about to get. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. I think my son said.
What your son doing with the brown juice?
He's behind it, brother.
Oh,
I got a little bit. So I'm on.
And that's all you need for just you, huh?
It's just me. I'm gonna sit here at the house and I'm gonna relax and just chill and
that is too funny.
Enjoy my day. He gone. He's with his mom. So.
Oh, okay. It's just okay. So it's just you and the TV and the brown juice.
Yep, that's it. That's all
well, thank you again, and we will see you soon. Stay safe, Kenny. If you need something, you know I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Same back to you, ma'am.
All right. Okay, bye.
Everybody. Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you again, Kinnie Ken, for agreeing to chat with Trina today. I wish you the best, nothing but the best in your future endeavors and these projects you have coming up. Stay safe, take care of you and baby boy, and I can't wait to hear Amazing and the remix or the redo of Mama's Gumbo. I wish you nothing but the best, and I thank you for believing in me and supporting me and my vision. Guys, don't forget to go to youtube.com/chatwithtrina. Subscribe and then hit that bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video.